Mixed race to me means many different things. I think when I first realised I say different, but like mixed, was when I was in primary school, and I'd go to the playground and everyone was running to their mums, and I'd noticed that my mum was always in like a close knit. I think there was like 4 or 5 of them, and they'd always be speaking Spanish. And in my head, I'd be like, why is my mum not dressed the same as everyone else? Why is she not wearing like long floral dresses? Why is she speaking Spanish? And I'm actually really ashamed to say that I was quite embarrassed by it, because I just wanted to fit in. Like, I grew up with my close family friends are Jamaican English, so to me mixed race was like a mix of black and white, and their first language was English. So to me, it didn't even think anything different of it. It was the whole speaking another language. And so like I've got a younger sister, and I remember her coming to home from school one day to me and saying, Christina, like a boy at school asked me why I was the same colour as poo. And I lost it. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, why would he even say that? I was like, he's just jealous, because I was like, do you know how many people like sit in the sun and want to change the colour of their skin to be the same colour as you? And I personally remember being from a young age being like, oh, like I really want to be darker. Like I think most people, like my cousins now, always say that they want that because they mix Ghana and Colombian and English, so they're darker than me, and they'd always say they wanted my hair and they wanted my skin colour. And my response was like, why do you want to be like me? Like I wish that people would look at me and see that I'm special, because that's what I see mixed race being, is being special. It's being unique. Like at the time, like when you're younger, you think that like, it's a bit embarrassing because you're not the same, but now I embrace it, and if anything I get told off, because I'm always like, I'm not white. Like I might look white, my skin might be pale, and I might have blue eyes, but I know my inside's different. Like from when I go to people's houses, just how you're treated. Like everyone would always come to my house and say like, your mum's crazy, she's lovely, like she's insane, but she's just like the best and she's hilarious. And that's what I think being mixed is. It's just like having a mix of all the best like cultures. Like I wouldn't change it for like the world. Like going to Colombia, like I feel, it sounds like really weird, but when I step off the plane, I just feel like I'm home. And I feel the same in like any Latin American countries, like the sounds of the streets, the music. Like I work in music and people like name bands, and I'm like, oh, I have no idea who these bands are. I was raised with like Celia Cruz, like listening to salsa music. I mean, I can't really dance. I got the British blood, but I will always try like my best to be the person on the dance floor. Like culturally, like I don't even need a drink, and I'm always on the dance floor, always embracing people. And that's when I feel probably the proudest to be like Colombian. Like even watching the World Cup, and I see how different the people are and how friendly and embracing they are, and I think, yeah, like I'm part Colombian, like I'm part English, and I'm German Irish too. And I just think, like I said before, I've got the best of both worlds. And I just think for anyone that's like mixed, just like embrace it for not being almost like boring, because actually I don't think that anyone is like, no matter how people think, oh yeah, I'm 100% British or 100% this and that there, I don't think that anyone really is. So yeah, that's my take on mixed race, is just to embrace it and be you. And if anyone like questions it, like, because like I said, people are always telling me that I'm white, I will always stand up for myself. And maybe that's like the Latina passionate person in me, but I'm like, yeah, I'm proud of like my culture, the people, the food, everything, and I wouldn't change anything.